Hi everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how to transfer a small sketch onto a larger surface for painting. Today's video is brought to you by Squarespace, which is what I've been using for the past 4 years to build and host my website and online shop. I absolutely love them and I'm so honored to bring you guys this special offer. So whether you need a domain, website, or online store, make your next move with Squarespace. Start your free trial today at squarespace.com and visit squarespace.com/happydartist to get 10% off your first purchase. Here I have a drawing that measures approximately 5 by 7 inches, and I'm going to be transferring it onto a panel that is 11 by 14 inches. First thing I'm going to do is scan the drawing. I'm using my Epson V600 scanner, and they come with a free Epson scan software when you buy the scanner. Since we want to blow up the smaller sketch onto a larger canvas for painting, we have to scan the image at a higher resolution than we would be printing it. So I'm going to be scanning it at the maximum resolution that my scanner allows, which is 1200 dpi or 1200 pixels per inch. Next, I open the image in Photoshop and crop the image to be 11 by 14 in dimension. Then I desaturate the image and adjust the levels to make it kind of like a bold black and white image that would look good if it were printed. Next, I'm going to be resizing the image to be 11 by 14 inches exactly at 300 dpi, which is a standard size for printing. This part is really important. You have to make sure all of these numbers match. So we're going to do 11 by 14 inches at 300 pixels per inch, or dpi. Since I'm going to be using a standard laser printer that only prints in the US letter paper size of 8.5 by 11 inches, I'm going to be creating a new file in Photoshop that measures 8 by 10 inches and again at 300 dpi. Now I'm going to paste my 11 by 14 image onto the new blank 8 by 10 file, and I'm going to be printing it in segments. First, I will be printing the top left corner of the image, followed by the top right corner, then the bottom left corner, then the bottom right corner. What I'm essentially doing is splicing up these images, printing them on 4 separate sheets of paper, and then later I will be cutting them and taping them together to recreate the 11 by 14 image. Of course, if you have a larger printer that can accommodate larger paper sizes, feel free to skip these steps. I am only using my LaserJet printer because I like to save my fine art printer ink for the fine art prints. Now I am going to be trimming all of these extra white paper margins so that I can reassemble the image better later. I'm using a paper cutter, but you can also use scissors for this step if you don't have a paper cutter. After trimming off the margins, I'm going to basically lay out the pieces of paper as if it were a puzzle, and then once everything is lined up, I'm going to be taping all of the papers together to create my final 11 by 14 image. And of course, you want to just measure and make sure that it is 11 by 14. Awesome, it looks like a perfect fit for my panel. The next step will require something called transfer paper, which is essentially just a sheet of paper coated in graphite. And if you don't have transfer paper, you can always take a regular sheet of paper and a regular pencil and try to cover that entire sheet of paper with your pencil. Obviously, that's pretty labor intensive, so I do suggest investing a few dollars into transfer paper. You can find them at your local art store or online. I'll leave a few links to purchase all these materials in the description below. It's really not too expensive, and it saves you so much time when it comes to transferring your drawings. Alrighty, so I'm going to lay the transfer paper with the graphite side facing onto the surface of my oil painting panel. And then I'm going to put my printed and taped drawing on top of it and then tape everything together just to make sure everything is secure. Awesome, we're ready for the final step. Then I'm just going to be taking a regular pencil that's not too sharp and using very heavy pressure, tracing my drawing. When the pressure from your pencil tip touches the transfer paper, it will literally transfer the graphite onto the panel beneath it. Make sure to use as hard pressure as you can. My fingers and wrists are usually pretty sore after this, but that is how you know it's working. After you're done, remove all the tape carefully, and you should be able to see a faint graphite outline of your drawing onto your bigger oil painting surface. It seems as if you've magically recreated your drawing onto this panel without the help of guidelines or grids. And yay, your painting is ready for its first layer. So this technique might seem time-consuming, but in my experience, it actually saves me time when compared to other methods such as creating a grid or freehanding it, because freehanding can result in so many mistakes. If you're worried about the graphite smudging with your oil paints, a little trick I use is to simply start your painting with a light gray underpainting sketch by mixing white and black with a little bit of paint thinner and using that to kind of trace over your graphite outlines. This gray sketch will cover most of your graphite and prevent any muddying of your first color layer. I really recommend using this technique on harder surfaces such as gesso boards or wood panels because a stretched canvas might not have enough support behind it to withstand all of the hard pressure. The painting featured in today's video is titled Breathe, and she was a part of my mermaid-themed solo show at Sally Centigrade Gallery this past summer. I am so happy that she was adopted by a lovely new home, but I will have prints of her available at my shop, and since you guys watched this video, I'm giving you guys a special discount on any print of Breathe. So to redeem it, just enter the code BREATHE upon checkout and you should get 20% off of your order of this print. I will also have a full oil painting time lapse of this piece coming up very soon. Alrighty, that about sums it up for today's video. So many of you guys requested for me to do a tutorial on this topic, and I hope you guys found this video useful. Thank you all so much for your supportive and encouraging comments, and for also bearing with me as I try to get back onto the YouTube uploading schedule and just get myself back onto my normal routine. I really appreciate all of your love and patience. Before I leave, I also wanted to quickly show off these beautiful entries from my $1 coloring challenge last month. If you're interested in joining this month, pledge at least $1 at patreon.com/happydartist. In addition to the monthly coloring challenge, there are so many more exciting and useful rewards on my Patreon page that include special in-depth tutorial videos exclusive to patrons not released anywhere else. Some examples include tutorials on how to paint eyes, how to paint hair, and thorough step-by-step walkthroughs of my painting process. A monthly live stream where I basically hang out with you guys for over an hour in my studio, and during which I will show some live demos and tutorials, give behind the scene looks at how I mix colors and work on my pieces, and answer your questions on the spot about art, careers, life, anything. An exclusive sneak peek into my secret sketchbook that I'm normally too shy to share in public. You'll get to see my raw, unedited concept sketches, rough thumbnails, and the birthplace of all of my paintings. A new color mixing guideline each month where I describe all of the colors I used for different components of a painting that you guys get to choose. A monthly step-by-step collage where I show you guys the progress of my creations from the underpainting to the last layer, labeled with the drying time between each layer. A new 40-minute video podcast every month where you can listen to me answer your art questions very thoroughly and watch me playing a slowed down time lapse of a painting of your choice so that you can get a better look at my technique. Monthly reward packages shipped right to your door that can include original drawings, fine art prints, and adorable surprise art gift boxes. I'm so sorry for the long self-promotion, but I just work so hard on my Patreon page every month, and I'm truly committed to teaching my Patreon family all that I know about painting and drawing and art careers. And for just a few dollars each month, you can have access to all of the rewards I just mentioned. So I sincerely hope you guys will give it a try and enjoy everything that I have passionately created for you guys in my Patreon page at patreon.com/happydartist.